But but look, what I was saying, though, it can't if it's see podcast is audio. You know what I'm saying? All this what we doing, this is extra. This is like extra shit. So it's not really. So when we watch these shows, they have audio that goes on audio stream. That's why it's called podcast.
They have the visual just recorded.
And then they have the visuals for whatever. You know what I mean? That's guess where.
More content.
That's a fact, but that's the old days of podcasting. The new days of podcasting, most podcasting nowadays involves recording. So even if they have audio separate from it,
you can't change that.
We're not changing anything. I'm just telling you what the new age of podcasting is. The new age of podcasting also involves creating with visual, not only audio. True. Now they drop the audio.
That's extra.
Itself.
That's extra.
They drop the audio by itself also. But most of the time, you're definitely going to get some visual with it because that's what people are actually into, that content. They want to see the content first.
People want to see.
People want to see some type of content before they even go out there and want to listen to your shit alone. If they don't know who you are, what's going on, they don't want to listen to your shit. Where are we hearing content alone without seeing it nowadays? Nobody's listening to anything. So we got to see something first, and then we can go to it. We'll gravitate to it, and maybe want to hear you niggas without seeing it because we fuck with y'all. But something's got to be seen now in order to grab the people's attention, I feel like, with these podcasts. So that's why I feel like they're doing visuals with it.
But that's where it fucks up. That's why it's not a podcast. That's why the game is. That's why the game is.
What would you like to call it if it's not called podcast?
It's a show. When you're doing this is a show. This is content piece.
Yeah,
a podcast is audio. When podcast came out, it was on your phone. It was on your podcast has been on your phone forever. If
they still on there. You know
what I'm saying? Like
you go in there, it's always been a podcast.
I feel like even if you're giving them visual, just always giving them something good to
Are we recording?
I don't know. You gotta give them something good to.
No. This are we recording? Because this is good. Nah, this is good.
Right,
are you recording?
We're recording already.
Even if you're recording, or even if you got
look right there on the screen. Right there on the screen, KP.
Are we recording from
right there? Boom. Hit that. Yeah.
Do me a favor. Go over there. Flip that screen towards us.
Now this is great because what I was saying is this. All right, this is a great introduction. The difference between content, a show, and podcasting.
All right.
Now, correct. A lot of podcasts do involve visual nowadays because people do want to see. That's the thing. People like to see who they're involved in, who they're in tune with. People want to see that. But at the same time, though, that's extra because audio is podcast. So what I'm saying is, if we're gonna have an audio of this, then this is a podcast. Also,
yeah, because you definitely have to give people something to listen to. It's not just something to look at. You want to give them something to look at to draw their attention, but you got to be talking about something because the main content is what you're hearing. You know what I mean? So it's like, of course, you want to see something good in front of your face, but you also want to have something good to listen to because that's the main content is the audio. You know what I mean? But you got to give them the visual.
Well, I'm not taking away from what a podcast is. Yes, a podcast, you can say that a podcast is the audio.
Right.
But this is the evolution of podcasts now.
Right.
So you can't you can't say that you know what I'm saying, it's not a podcast because it has visual. This is just the growth of it. The growth now is showing you that this is what we're doing now. So even if you're going to listen to it, this is how we get into people's attention because you're not on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and all these things listening to anything really. Right. You got to go on the SoundClouds and the audio place to listen to this stuff. And like you said, podcast been there for years. Nobody's been clicking on it because the shit's with something you have to listen to. We don't know those faces.
That's true.
We're not trying to figure out who these people are. True. Now that we can see who these people are, we can see these personalities. Now we can engage and go to it, listen to it on the podcast. Now that podcast selection that's there, we're going to click on it. We're going to go to it. Before, just like we passing that shit. We heard about podcasts. We know about it, but now we're more in depth into it because we can see it now.
That's true.
Yeah, because I
agree with that.
That's true. I mean, like you said, like today's time though, they do want to see it is more visual, right? But that's why today I feel like the podcast lane it gets mixed up, it gets conscrewed because people think that I'm just gonna turn on the camera and we're gonna do this and then bung, now we shooting this a podcast. That's not a podcast. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Available as a series of new installments of which can be received by subscribers automatically. Verb, make a digital audio file available as a podcast.
Yeah, because that's basically what it is. Podcast is basically audio.
Right. We can't take away from that.
Right.
But this is the evolution. This is what it is now.
This is that because people like to have.
This is what we're
something to look
clicking
at,
on now.
you know
People
what I
are
mean?
not clicking on
More
just
people
the
are engaging
the
because they
podcast.
have something to look at now. So it's not more so audio. It was less people engaging when it was just audio. So now you got giving them something to look at, like Drink Champs. A lot of the times, yeah, you like what they talking about, but you're looking at them. You know what I mean? You're seeing the different thing. They're taking shots and all that. You know, so
I'm gonna be
giving
real with
They
you.
people
also,
content.
they have audio. The audio comes out first.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
But
So
let me tell you though,
right.
I would not have personally probably wouldn't have watched Aretha Franklin's part of the podcast if it wasn't visual. I mean, if it was audio, I probably wouldn't have just listened to it. A lot of the older, people, but seeing them is a different feel. You feel like you're part of the experience.
Yeah.
When you're just listening to it, it feels like you're listening to the radio.
Right.
We've been doing that for years, you know what I'm saying? But actually seeing these people we've never seen before, getting to watch an interview, seeing them smoke, seeing them drink, seeing them interact with the actual people and seeing their personalities, you can't see their personalities sometimes over a voice, you know what I'm saying? Over something digital, just hearing them, because a lot of times, a lot of motherfuckers ain't themselves. You know what I'm saying? When you get to see them, your body language tells a lot.
No,
you
that's
know what I'm
true.
saying? So
That's
you
true.
get to really see these people.
Right.
Nah,
It puts you in the room with the people. So it's like giving you a VIP experience during the interview. So I'm not just listening. It's like I'm in the room with them. I'm watching. It's like, oh wow, you seeing how the cadence is and how they're laughing and certain things that they're doing that you wouldn't be able to see as far as like visual.
Got you.
Yeah.
Nah, but that was a good introduction on
Okay.
what this is. We don't have an official name yet for the show. I just want to, give a shout out to everybody that's here. This is a dream come true, honestly.
Yo, salute to my brothers, man. I miss you niggas, man.
Nah, this is real, man. Nah.
Niggas, you heard?
Yo, first of all,
True talk. It's been a minute. I miss you, niggas.
shout out to you, man. I finally got
Salute,
you,
man.
We finally got you here.
That's a fact.
Finally got Dot on the couch. I can't believe this. Dot is actually sitting on the couch with a microphone.
Yeah,
This is crazy. I don't believe this. This is great. This is really great.
This feels good.
My energy is real high right now, and I'm home. I'm not nowhere else. I'm home. This is it. I like this. I like the energy. I like what we're doing here, fellas.
Yeah, I don't know how long I might be on camera though. So
Damn, bro. Damn, we just started. Let me get
Hey, yo,
my
right
shit off.
shot. Where you going?
Yeah,
bro?
let me
Where
get
you
my
going?
shit off. We
Chill
just
out.
started,
go.
Yo.
nigga.
I might be behind the bars.
This nigga wanna be soon as he.
I don't know how long I'm being.
We ain't even start. He's like, yeah, I don't know. I think I want to do the production side and then run the camera and da da da. Like,
Yo,
Nah,
Kazi
man, you gotta do
Productions.
the
Make sure
camera,
y'all look
bro.
out for Kazi Productions, man.
Damn,
That's what we come
already.
with next.
Kazi, what's up?
shout out to Kazi, man. KP in the building. What up, KP? What up, man? What's the word, man?
Yo, KP, what up, man?
I
Margo in the
started
back.
with KP. This is good. This is what it is. It's full circle. We all in the building. This is good. Dot was in the building too when I started. You know what I mean? You knew the idea. Keith was in the building. This is good. This is my brothers, my real brothers.
Right.
So this is what it is. I wish everybody tap in and treat everybody right because
Tap in,
this is
tap
real
in.
family.
Right.
But I want to do this different because I don't want to just keep talking about just the hip hop shit, which we probably of course talk about
Right.
at some point in time. But that's not that's not what we was trying to do here. What we was trying to do here was talk about a little bit of everything outside of the culture within in the culture, because like my last one, I didn't have I didn't have those talks because I couldn't with you guys. I can have that talk. We know each other. We have kids.
Right.
All of us have kids.
Oh, dude.
Everybody in this room have kids, so we could relate to certain topics and certain things in life, relationship wise. So that's what I wanted to talk about, like the everyday everyday life, everyday struggle shit that we go through. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we talk about it anyway.
True, too.
But now it's candid. We got the shit on and we here. You know what I mean? So do y'all want to introduce yourselves or do I have to do it? Or
Yeah, what's going on, man? It's your boy Benji Polo, a.k.a. Sauce God. King Sauce, nigga. You already know what
it's
it
my
is,
guy.
man. Word of mother, man. Yo, what's up, though? What's up, though?
Yeah, welcome.
Word, it's been a minute since I've been on anything. I really been on a hot haters, man. I've been going through a lot of personal shit.
Welcome to the podcast, brother.
Salute, man. Thank you. I appreciate you guys, man. I'm here with my brothers. It's been a long time since I actually been around them. I've been going through my own personal shit, like I said. But it's love, man. We home, bro. We home.
And you know what too? Shout out to you. You got your clothing collection
Yeah, of
on. You know what I'm
course, man.
saying?
We
I
working.
want to talk. We
Listen,
got to talk about
Yo,
that.
listen, even though a nigga, you ain't seen a nigga still working, man. You
right.
know, we not no
They're working,
lazy
man.
dudes, man. And I got a lot of people that's counting on me, so I'm not gonna sit on my ass. We gonna figure it out, bro. We gonna figure it out every time, bro. every time.
There's a couple of things I want to talk to you about though.
That's a fact.
I remember you was doing your YouTube. You still doing that? With like
Yeah, I still be doing YouTube, but I feel like that wasn't my main focus right now. You know how you just jumping around trying to find your pocket as far as creatively. Now, I mean, I just feel like I'm an artist of all forms.
Right.
So instead of just keeping myself stuck in one pocket, like I learned so much on pursuing the YouTube and pursuing everything else that I was doing. Is just I'm a student, forever a student to everything I'm doing. So regardless if I'm doing YouTube or learning something about clothes, I'm still learning something. You know, I allow myself to just intake the information and apply it to my life. So it's like everything that I learned from YouTube up until this point is gonna benefit not only me but everybody around me. I don't want to just take in information for it to benefit myself, because to me the beauty about everything developing these skills is to be able to share it with my peoples. And I mean, like, yo, look, this is what I learned, bro. I could do this, and it's gonna benefit you, me, him, and everybody else. And that way, that positive energy always gonna magnify and multiply, and that's what it's about. So it's just like when I sit back in solitude and things like that, and work on different things, it's just me developing different skills for me, because I'm adding value to self, and I could bring something to the table. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's about. It's about us building, adding value to self, and being able to bring something to the table. And let's collaborate and make something great out of it instead of us just sitting back. You know what I mean? Doing nothing with our time, man. It's definitely a challenge, though, because I'm going to tell you right now, like, I'm a father of 5, if nobody know. I got a big family. I got 5 birds. You know what I mean? I was just telling my brothers that I got 5 birds. I heard
them
bunny
shit.
rabbit. I got 2 dogs. Like, my house is lit. But, you know, as far as, like, the way I look at it, man, the most challenging thing is still pursuing the things that you love while you have all these other responsibilities to take care of, because people don't know the challenge that we have to go through as father, as men, as us growing up in the communities that we from. They don't know the challenges pursuing what you truly want, your passions, because other things come in the way that'll stop you. Like finances might not be in place. I got to pay bills. But yet you still have to put towards whatever it is that you're investing for self, because you can't forget about yourself, man. One thing I'm going to tell you right now, regardless of you having a large family or you having all these responsibilities, make sure you put time into pouring into yourself.
Most definitely.
Yeah, don't spread yourself thin too much to the point where you ain't got nothing left for you. So I went through a space of finding a balance to say, you know what, I'm not going to deprive my family for the things that they want, the things that I should be providing for them, and still do for me. It's just sitting back and it's like budgeting your money, bro. I know this go to that go to that. I know this can't go there. We're going to tuck this, we're going to add it to that.
Shit.
You know, you just got
anybody know how to budget. I know it's you.
Listen,
I know it's you.
Let me budget my energy, so it's just like knowing where to place your energy at in the right time for make sure that you good, bro, and make sure everything around you is good, man. It's never a selfish mission. You feel me? And there's nothing wrong with being selfish, but I feel like my gift and curse, and not to keep talking and all that, but my gift and curse, right, is always
as long as you need to, brother.
It's always been spreading myself so thin to the point it's nothing left for myself. So it's just like, yo, I always want to do something for somebody. Let me do that. Let me do that. And it's like, then I get to a space of, damn, where you left at? So it's like learning how to choose you first, but I'm not shitting on you.
Right.
I'm not going to say yes all the time, but I'm not going to say, I'm going to say no sometimes. You know what I mean? I ain't going to say no all the time. Like I was saying, I'm not going to say no all the time, but you ain't going to get a yes as common, as often. But I'm going to say no today. But tomorrow I might say yes. But today I got to pour into myself. I kind of got lost in what I was saying because my mom was on everything. No. But as far as like, yo, bro, I really had to take time, man, to learn to pour into myself, bro. I've been spreading myself too thin for so long, bro. So I stayed in solitude and worked on things that I like and said, you know what, we're going to find a balance, bro. Because I want to be able to share with my friends. I want to be able to share with my family, my accomplishments. I want to be sharing to the point I'm so fucked up I can't help nobody. We all fucked up here.
Got you. I see what you mean. I know what you mean. You want to help. You want to help.
Bro. I just want to help, bro. And I want to always build my value up, bro. We can't stay stagnant. We got to build our value up. Sitting still and hoping some shit drop from the sky, that shit ain't never going to work. Like us even taking action right now through the stumbles and everything.
Listen, man, that's what I said. An idle mind is the devil's playground, man. An idle mind is the devil's playground.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. And I appreciate my brothers, man, because I ain't going to lie. Like, if it wasn't for 718 Dot, if it wasn't for my nigga Dutch World P, if it wasn't for my nigga Marco, if it wasn't for them niggas always giving me them reminders, like, yo, bro, we in your corner, we here. They be pushing me. They push me to be here right now. Cause this right now was out of my comfort zone. You know what I mean? It's out of my comfort zone, but yeah, I'm comfortable because I'm with my family, I'm with my brothers. So we good, bro. We gonna continue to grow from here, bro. You know what I mean? Let y'all get spanked.
And you know what though? I'm gonna be honest. You know, you fronted on me on my first podcast.
Oh my God, here you go, yo, bro.
Look, listen.
Why is he, yo, bro?
Hold on.
Bro, you what do?
Yeah, you can pass it. Yeah,
Go ahead.
Pass it.
The one that's actually hitting.
Oh yeah. So look, which one? All right, look.
Go ahead.
You fronted on my first podcast.
Oh shit,
right?
here you go. He
You know what I
on
mean?
me.
But look. You redeemed yourself. New podcast. You're the first
Word.
guest.
Thank you, bro.
Again, because the last time when I was on live, you were supposed to be the first guest.
Yo, listen, you know how life is.
Look how it comes back full circle.
You know how life is. I feel like everything happens in the right time. Like Doc was saying earlier, bro, everything happens on time, bro. So it was just timing, bro. We all had
timing is everything, man.
Timing is always everything.
You guys, that's why y'all better than me, because I'm always late.
Nah, you're not always late. You on time.
I'm
Look,
always late sometimes.
we here right now, and the best time to create is within that time, which is right now. So it's like we here right now. Press it forward. We take action like, yo, bro, we here, bro.
Nah, you're right. I wouldn't have it any better way, like right now, like how we
Niggas
do
gotta be
it.
smoking. Yo, listen, I'll be smoking on camera. None of that shit, too. You know, you
And
niggas
look, yo, another thing I want to talk about too, because yo, we have a lot of history, man. So this is not no. That's the thing too. A lot of people think that you know, friends just get together and they do this. Like we've been brothers for years.
Why don't you tell the people when y'all met, when y'all two met?
We gonna
I'll tell
we
y'all
can do
when I
that.
met y'all guys.
Yeah, that's how I want to do it. That's exactly what I want to do this episode.
Yeah, let's
this
go-
is the
let's do
introduction.
Backstory. Oh yeah,
We got to do the
We'll
backstories.
do the backstory.
So I think I might have met Ben maybe about, was it like 04, 05?
Yo, bro, it been so long.
It was like
was it
04,
04?
it was like maybe 04,
Let me
05.
see. I had since in 06.
So then maybe it's maybe yeah,
Before, it was probably before.
maybe
03,
03,
bro.
03. I think
like
03. I'll say 03. We met like in 03.
Yo, huh?
We met in over there by Jamaica Ave. Remember, I was over there. I told you I grew up over there too, in the back blocks.
Yo, by the way, let me add. Like before I actually met Dutch, he older with this pretty young nigga. I ain't gonna lie, hair sleek. Every time I see this nigga never had a bad shape up. My nigga, I ain't gonna-
Yo, see, finally somebody,
Yo, bro,
finally
my nigga,
somebody that knows
my nigga
that
never
I had
a
hair.
bad shape. Yo, listen. Before
Yeah, because
now,
a lot of
you know
people
what
think
I mean?
that I was just like came out
Yo,
bald,
bro,
but
the nigga
finally.
had Mexican hair, bro.
Yo, tell him I had the designs, bro.
Yo,
I
that
had the
nigga had all
designs.
the A1 designs.
I had the
ain't gonna lie.
Yeezy shit before Yeezy when he did that
He
crazy
ain't-
shit. I was
nigga
doing
ain't-
that.
Yo, he ain't never missed a beat when it came down to the haircut. And his shit was always sharp. I'm like, who this little nigga, bro? This nigga always freshy. Every time I see this nigga, but go ahead, bro.
So I think we might have bet like 03. You know, I was cool with I think I was like you was on my block, right? Was you
Yeah,
like
bro,
on
I was on your block because I wasn't from that hood. I had just moved over there because I'm from 134 in God, bro, man. Shout out to everybody from over there. But I moved over there by Hillside, by the 89th and all that, behind the Coliseum, those areas and those stomping grounds. And that's when I used to be on that strip, you know what I mean? Just combing the area, learning who around, who's who. And I used to always see Dutch.
I was outside a lot, but I think we started hanging out through like we
Probably
had
with Slippers.
Slips and Joe, right? Like
Probably with Slippers. I think it probably was Slips and Joe. Slips lived in the same building
at Joe.
as Joe. That's how I met you through Joe, because Joe used to be around Slips. And that's how
we came together. Like
That's
we
a
came
fact.
together like that. We met through like I said, we met through Slips and Joe, because Slips and Joe was always together because they lived in the same building, and I lived in the building down the block from Slips and Joe. It was like kind of like the same block because they was like on the corner,
around the corner.
and I was like around the corner.
Where did y'all live at?
That was like on 89th and 164 over there by the
It was
post
in
office.
between 89th and Hillside.
Hillside, yeah, like by the post office.
Like
and
up the block from the
Jamaica Ave.
Coliseum, like not too far from the Coliseum.
All my
man.
Queens people that that's tapped in, y'all know what's up. Y'all know the area when we say these names. So like over there by Jamaica Ave and stuff. So that's where we and that block is very infamous. That corner is very infamous. A lot of people always on that corner hustling.
Yeah, been a lot of shit going on.
A lot of shit happened. So that's how we met through like just being on the block and
Yeah,
stuff.
the hut, infamous hut used to be around the corner.
Corner, where they shot Belly.
And salute to my nigga Gutter, because Gutter got that spot right now.
Word, shout out to Gutter.
Salute to Gutter, bro.
Yeah, I met these guys. I actually met these guys the same night. Met both of them 2007. September 8th. I remember the date because I met them the night my son's birthday.
Right. And my birthday is the next day.
That's right. I had and it was Baisley Day. It just happened to be Baisley Day. It happened to be, my son was born that night. I couldn't stay at the hospital. I actually seen Ben maybe 1 or 2 times prior to that. I met them through my man Keese.
Keese said, shout out to Keese.
Marco, salute to Marco, man. He don't like being on cameras and all that. Yeah.
Marco.
Salute to Marco.
I came from the hood. I came from the hospital, and I shot straight to the hood. Met up with Keith. Grabbed some bottles of some rosé. Went in the P's, and he was over there with Ben, with Dutch, and somebody else. And we popped some bottles. We smoked, and we chilled all night. And then when they left, me and Ben wound up breaking day together.
That's a fact.
Chilling all night.
First day.
Or wilding out, chilling all night, drinking, breaking day together. And then after that, I wound up, linking with Dutch more often and start hanging out with Dutch a little more often. And then we all just hanging out together.
I don't think I liked you at first.
A lot of niggas don't like me when they leave.
I'll be honest, I don't think I liked Dot at first.
Oh, man.
Nah.
That was my guy.
We met at Baisley Day.
I
remember that night.
Yo, we really did meet Basie. They had to double check, we did. That's a fact, bro.
It was my son's birthday,
That's a fact.
This is September 8th, 2007.
You know why? And still to this day, because I don't have my license. I think you had to drive. I think I actually take me to the crib or something like that. And I think you said some wild shit, but you did it. But I just was like, damn, this nigga don't fuck with me like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought he ain't fuck with me like that.
Word.
Yeah, I thought it was something like that. Like, yo, this nigga ain't fucking with me like that.
I possibly said some wild shit. I be saying wild shit, but
nah, nigga Dot fake aggressive though. That nigga be on his bullshit.
Yeah, now we like two
that
pieces
nigga alone,
apart,
bro.
We always together.
Calm and aggressive.
Yeah, that's my brother, man. That's crazy though. How we it always be like that though.
I feel like I misunderstood more or less. You know what I mean?
Yo, I get it. Bro.
Nah, but but you know what's crazy with me and Ben? We got a lot of history, man.
That's a fact.
Before we even met up with y'all, with Keith was always around with Ben. I met Keith
so much
first.
shit going on, bro.
I met Keith first in the hood.
Yo. You met him on Hillside.
We met on the Hillside. We met in the hood.
Met him up there.
Yeah. Remember, we used to be outside all the time, bro.
Towards Hillside. We used to
RP Cream, man.
Yes, RP Cream, man. Damn
Cream was
so you gotta moment of silence for my nigga Cream, man.
Damn.
Sleep in peace, my bro.
RP
You know
Cream,
that,
man. That was
Cream, man. You know, he was one of the older dudes that used to be running around with us for real and all that. And he was giving us a little
He had hope, yeah. Like he
was giving us
one of the dude that made us like
selling us dreams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because we did like a little fake. So we had a fake. I know I was doing the fake greens. I had a little Ari or whatever. Me and Joe, and we was trying to do our little things. And Dickie was Cream because his name was Dickie too. But he used to always be on some yo, we the dream team and this and that. So
we used to run around with airbrush shirts and shit like that. Like this, I had an airbrush shirt that had all these niggas' names on it. It just said Dream Team on it.
Don't laugh at us, yo. Don't laugh at us, yo.
Yo, nigga can't front like they ain't have an airbrush, my nigga. Like if a nigga ain't have an airbrush, you wasn't a lit
had an
nigga,
airbrush.
bro. I had an airbrush. A nigga had airbrush.
I wasn't that lit.
Oh, word! You never had an airbrush shirt?
I'll be against the trend sometimes.
Come on, my nigga. Not
raised
one.
By certain niggas and just certain shit they wasn't rocking like that. And
This nigga go not
I was on my
front.
Coogee shit young. You know what I'm saying? I was young with Coogee and shit like that.
My bad.
Mr. Army jacket
Man, I never
lining.
seen
My
no
bad.
pictures of you in an airbrush,
bad.
my nigga.
My bad, Nas.
I'm trying to think. I feel like it's a possibility I could have had some shit, but I feel like
you had
what's
an
crazy?
airbrush,
Nah,
nigga.
you know what I did have? When the phase started to die out and niggas started to airbrush their own shit, everybody acting like they had airbrush machines and doing it. Yeah, I had my own airbrush machine, acting like I was doing my own sneakers and my own shirts and shit back in the days. Word. That's what type of shit I had. I think when the trend was popping though, I was kind of late on it.
Yo,
you got to think, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot of older brothers and sisters, so I was following the trend that they was doing. So I was seeing the shit that was going on with a lot of older cats with the Cool G's and And like you said, the army suits and
isn't it
you know what I'm
crazy?
saying?
Like
They was wearing
all that
nigga
shit done
back
came
when they was
right
rocking
back.
Woolridge and
like Iceberg and all that.
Iceberg, and
All
I
that
was
shit
wearing
right
Iceberg
back
early
lit.
in school because that's what my brothers was wearing. You know what I'm saying?
That's lit.
I was wearing Woolridge because that's what my brothers was
I
wearing.
ain't gonna
and
hold
shit
you, bro.
that,
Like
you know what I'm
I
saying?
had a few Iceberg shit I used to wear, and none of that shit was mine. I ain't gonna hold you. My brother used to have all that shit. That should be
Oh
like,
no, I had a few
I'm
hand-me-downs.
stealing this shit. Let me see this. Let me hold this shit. Yo, let me rock today.
I had some of
Wear
the best
big
hand-me-downs
sneakers.
though. I had all the
I ain't gonna-
official fucking
Yo,
hand-me-downs.
bro.
Fucking with this? Yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you. I used to be sneaking my brother jerseys and all that. Like,
me and
I'm
my
wearing
cousin
this
Rob-
shit
me and my
today.
cousin Rob used to do that
I'm
shit.
stealing this shit.
Yeah,
Yo,
we
let me
stayed
hold
with
this
me.
down for today, my nigga. I gotta catch a fly today.
We used to do that. Yo, Ben, remember the time and this was the first day I remember I was going to high school. It's my first day.
Mhm.
Me and Joe, we was supposed to go to Jamaica.
My shit, man. Joe.
We instead of going to Jamaica, we went to your school with you.
Van Buren, where y'all went?
We went with
Yeah.
you. Yeah, we came with you. We was walking into school and all that.
Nigga, listen, that was that time.
Yo.
I could have been in Jamaica with this nigga, cause I ain't gonna lie. I was in Jamaica with this nigga.
Yo,
I was in
yo, I
Van.
swear. Yo,
I was
I
up
ain't
in
gonna
Hillcrest with my
salute
son
the Van,
AJ.
salute to Jamaica, my
no, we
nigga.
didn't.
AJ
Yo,
had me up in
the
Hillcrest
first
with
day.
him, man.
Yo,
No,
bro.
the first day, and we got
First
chased. We
day.
got chased by security.
Yeah,
Nah,
probably, I think it was Van, probably.
it was Van. Joe got caught. You don't remember? Joe.
It was Van.
Joe got
That's a
caught.
fact.
Joe got caught up. We was walking around the school like we go there and all that, and we
Right,
got
nigga, walk right through.
yeah, we walked
Front
right
door.
through.
Yo, we said, hey, then.
First day of school. I'll never forget
Right.
that. That's
Nah,
crazy.
that shit lit, bro. I ain't
We
gonna
had
lie.
some
That
time.
time was different. Now they got motherfucking security in front of all the school, metal detectors.
School now is
School.
wild,
Got
yo.
them shits look like jails,
Nah,
man. They
nigga,
got
this shit
police in front
jail,
of them shit. You
nigga.
talking about security? It's
Word of my
police in
mother,
front
I
of
had
the
to
schools.
take my belt off coming to my daughter's school. I'm like, yo, my nigga, like I'm gonna come to sign my daughter out. Take your belt off, walk through this shit right here. I'm
Yeah,
like,
school is
man.
different now. School is
And
different.
she in junior high.
Yeah, school is
What the
different.
fuck?
Now.
Who coming in this school with guns and all that?
Nah,
That
they've
shit
been wilding.
sad,
Yeah,
bro.
they've been wilding. As of late, they've been
Shit is
wilding.
sad,
They've
bro.
been wilding. They've been going crazy with the school shootings and stuff. It's out of hand.
That's a
But
fact.
nigga, I remember the time too when we almost got robbed and we ran.
Oh,
We
yeah,
made
that's
it
a
out.
fact. Nigga shot at me and all that.
Yeah.
Fuck whoever did that shit. Word of my mother, nigga.
Yo, I followed his
You
lead.
Frank, you
I ain't gonna
heard? Fuck is
front.
you
I
talking
followed his
about?
lead. We was in the
Yo,
backyard.
listen. Word of my mother, I didn't know who was behind me. True talk, because when I slid through the... Yo, I don't even want to get in... We ain't gonna talk about this shit, man.
I would talk about it.
Yo,
We'll talk
listen,
about it.
I don't want to talk about this shit.
Because look, we can
You know
laugh
what I
at
mean?
it. We
Nah,
made it.
because I still don't know, you know what I mean?
Oh, you still?
Like,
Oh,
yo,
you on that
listen,
type of time?
I'm not gonna talk about this
All right,
shit.
all right. I'm not on that
So
type of
let's go
time.
to- Yo,
but
listen, eat a Frankie, you heard? Fuck
we made it through though. It was that night was
mother.
crazy.
It was, yo, and I feel like, yo, bro.
Just the fact that I'm talking about like how we made it out. Like
I'm saying we
ran.
made it out, niggas.
I bust my ass though. I heard it
Nah,
once. I heard
listen,
it. I fell.
I lost my-
got my next tail.
My nice next tail and all that shit, but it's okay. We got our lives, my nigga. But I just feel like I don't really want to talk about that subject because it was supposed to be family around. You know what I mean? So it's like when you got a whole bunch of niggas that's supposed to be family and some weird shit happen and no explanation, it's gonna forever be weird. Like that situation weird for me because it was nothing but family around. So it was like, nigga, the only way that shit could happen if family was involved. So it was just like, y'all niggas, you know what I mean? Eat a Frank, like I said.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
shit.
that's it.
But we made it out.
So
Nothing
we
happened.
made it out.
We
We
didn't get-
definitely,
yeah, we ain't-
we
nothing
definitely
happened to
made it
us.
out.
We ain't
Fucked up my Stalin Dean. Fucked up my
Yeah,
nice
I
Stalin.
had on the Carhartt.
Yo, bro.
whole-
Man, Polo was the stolen
Yo,
Dean
bro.
king.
Oh yes.
Stalin Dean.
Oh yes.
Master. Fuck my whole
fucking
Stalin
Shout out
Dean.
to Abraham.
In front.
Yo.
Shout out to
Yo,
Trackville.
yo, Abe, you owe me some bread, my nigga.
Shout out to
My
Trackville.
son definitely was the motherfucking
What,
king of that
nigga?
back then.
I ain't gonna hold you. I fuck my Stalin Dean. I fuck with them niggas. Fuck my whole code up. Lost my phone. True talk, man. You already know that. It's a lot of niggas that came around as I was like that, though.
Yeah, but nah.
I feel
When
like
I
that.
when I met when you brought Porky around, but and you
I
brought
bought Louis the same day.
Same day.
Facts.
Mhm.
I bought Louis and Porky to the crib, and I think both of them niggas stayed
my
there.
nigga Louis,
I
man.
think it was yeah. I think I left and both of them niggas stayed there. You know what I mean? Like
Word, we got cool.
right. That's a fact, bro.
And then from there, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Like I felt like I ain't gonna lie, man. I love Louis. That was my man, but he had got me disappointed, man. Cause we was doing things that like people doing now. We was doing back then. If we would have took it more serious, I think we'd have been lit. We would have
Yo.
been. Everybody's circumstance would have been like a little different. But I know it's about timing.
Everything happened for
for
a
a reason.
man. And you know, like, man, listen, man, it's still we still alive, we still breathing. There's so much more to be done. You know what I mean? So it's just like, regardless of what happened back then, we take it as a learning lesson and we just continue to move forward, bro.
Like I had the computer at the time.
Yo, you was on your shit. I remember you
we had the computer. You
was trying to do. You was
trying
making
to. I was trying to do.
mixtapes,
I was
nigga.
doing the CDs. Remember,
I ain't gonna lie, nigga was making me CDs
and all that.
Word of
my
mother.
son DJ Dutch Hef at the time.
Hell yeah, that's a fat DJ Dutch.
And Pop Dollars came around. He started putting all the software shit on my shit,
bro.
and they started going crazy. And if I would have took the time to really, I had a lot of opportunity. Now I think about it. Even the time when I was working with Rockweiler, when he was
working
doing
with Rockweiler. I remember that.
Yeah, that was 06 when he was doing the internet, and he was ahead of his time too. He was doing the selling beats online. They do that shit now, like
yo, that's fucking dope.
Everything,
bro.
But that was in 06.
And look how where you at now. As far as look how I still came back full circle. Nigga still calling you because that's your true passion.
Yeah, like it's crazy though. But that's crazy how I remember that. Like, damn, if I would have took the time and went hard with that. Damn, I would have took the time and went hard the shit that when Pop Dollars was there and he was young and he, you know what I mean, and he didn't like. I could have learned from what he was doing because he knew how to record everything. Shout out to him, he's still around. He recorded everything, and this was all the computer. This is before all this stuff that's out now that we have. That's easy, one button away.
Right.
Like he had the software shit that was like mad money on my shit for free.
You had to go through all types.
Yeah, and my computer fucked up. I'm mad, yo. Like I had all that shit on my shit.
Remember you had a whole bunch of shit. Nigga used to always
all the music, my hard drive.
Yo, what kind of CD you want? Nigga, I'm like, yo, mix my shit up with some G on it, put some other shit on.
Yo,
definitely had all the new shit.
Word of mother, nigga had everything. Word of mother.
That was the time, man. Those were the times. Those were the times.
You too.
And we was over here a lot too, man. And my crib was the spot too.
That's a fact.
Crib was the spot. We was outside. I know we all in whatever, but
some great times.
I know we all
listen,
in, but
we
this
was outside
before.
before
We was outside
was
before
cool,
outside was cool. We was.
We really was outside like all day.
I've been
we was outside.
Outside.
I ain't gonna front. I used to do wild shit, like change my outfit like 3 times a day, like on some dumb shit. Like
true talk, man.
I used to do wild shit like that, like 6 o'clock. Like I was getting cold. About to go
Let me switch up. Hold on.
Go put on something else. It's getting cold outside.
Yeah, don't nobody really know me. I always been inside, nigga.
That nigga was outside.
Why you lying?
Why this nigga lying? This nigga's lying, man.
Yo, what? Yo, you had dreads.
Listen, you lying. Oh shit.
I definitely had dreads.
Wagwan.
Now it's cool. I had dreads.
You had dreads before it was cool.
Yo,
just before it was cool.
And you rap.
Yeah.
You rap too. Stop lying.
You do rap
stop
too.
Like,
You be
yo,
rapping
why you
and
acting like
stuff.
you ain't
Oh yeah, I forgot.
You're an artist.
You was an artist, bro.
I'm gonna blow you up.
What
Don't act like
I'm trying to figure out what we talking about. Hey, what the fuck?
What we talking about?
What the fuck me rapping and what the fuck me rapping and having dreads got to do with the conversation? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, how the fuck they got there?
Yeah,
fuck me. That ain't no, you said like I was something I was trying to hide. I don't give a fuck about that. Yeah, I used to
sound like it.
I was
like,
no,
nobody
nigga.
know me.
Look, you see,
Nobody know me. Nobody know me. No, yeah, they do know you. People know you.
Calm and aggressive, nigga.
Niggas don't fucking know me.
People know
Y'all
you.
niggas don't even fucking know me like that.
Yo, look at this nigga. Look at this nigga.
The
fuck?
Yo, zoom in on this nigga.
Yeah, word.
These niggas crazy, man.
Yeah,
man, but for real talk though, niggas was definitely outside early.
A lot of
But
history.
I thank God that I survived Southside. I seen some shit on a wall somewhere when I was walking down the street. This shit said, I survived Southside. I was like, oh shit. Me too, nigga.
That's a fact.
That's crazy.
Word of mother,
I
bro.
didn't even know you was gonna say that.
Yo, bro, I survived this shit, man. And I thank God that I'm here to see my kids, bro. You know, like we here, bro.
That's a fact, man.
You know, basically, yo, Dutch, I want to ask you a question, right? Since you asked me a question earlier, I want to ask you, like, what are the challenges that you face going after what you want and being a parent? What are like one of the most challenging things that you face doing what you do?
Yo.
What do you do to remain inspired too? You know what I mean? What keep you in that flow?
So it's like, all right. One, it's a lot of sacrificing, to be honest. You got, like, I feel like when you do this and you want to really do it, like not just say you're doing it, you got some sacrifices. So that means it may be like some time may get cut out.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you gotta know how to figure out and make it work, put time in with family and this too. You know, so that is a balance that sometimes it's hard. You know what I mean? Sometimes it is hard, But as long as you let everybody know what the goal is, and everybody is okay with that, then you good. But what keeps me going though is like y'all, my people, everybody, y'all keep me going. You know what I mean? KP talk to me all the time. Yo, when you gonna do this or when you gonna do that? Y'all keep me going. Some even people that I don't. You know what's crazy? Supporters, the most supporters be like people you don't know.
Random people.
The people you don't know, like
And that
for
feel
real.
good, bro.
For real, like
Right? It
for
feel
real.
good, bro.
It do.
When some stranger tell you like, yo, bro, you good at what you do, keep it up.
Yeah, like yo, if especially like somebody that come to me, and sometimes people come to me for advice, and I be like, damn, I'm not even on, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
Right.
you know what I mean, but they look at it like, nah, you doing it, like, yo, you doing this. So when somebody like, yo, you one of the ones, and I'm like, word, so that keep me inspired to keep going, but it is hard though to balance though, especially with like wifey and all that, you know what I'm saying, because that be
Listen,
the real thing.
yo, I know, yo, a relationship with your kids and a relationship with your lady is two different relationships. You know, like
That's a fact.
it's two different relationships. So
Well, when they get to a certain age,
balancing,
I think when they get to a certain age,
yeah, of course. One, I feel
Well,
like
with me, there's a separation, and I'm just saying.
Go
I'm just
ahead.
saying in general. I'm not stopping what he's saying. I'm just saying
Mm-hmm.
in general. You know what I'm saying? There's a separation. But go ahead.
Go ahead. Finish saying what
Nah,
you're saying.
that's all I was saying.
Yeah, but as far as like, yo, when it comes down to relationship with your child and a relationship with your lady, the dynamics are totally different, but it causes complication in both.
Mm-hmm.
Like my relationship with my lady, if something is there is not right, my relationship with my children not right. Like it's always something that's creating so much tension. So I just feel like the hardest thing for me in the time that we in now, where everybody knows everything, and you know what I mean, females push this independence thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, like I love independent women, you know, but as far as like, let's work more in harmony. We not in battle. Let's not make this shit about you who got more power. But in the time that we in now, everything is put in front of everybody. So it's just like I'm able to go on the internet and think and research whatever it is that I feel like I want to research, like, yo, how to deal with my woman and this and the third. Like people get all this misinformation and interpreting how they want it. So they're taking all this information at a fast rate and they're applying it to their lives, not knowing that it's causing so much friction for everybody. Cause it's like, yo, listen, it's not a battle. A family should always be in harmony.
I agree with that.
Regardless of what we're doing. Like, listen, you could be doing nails, you could be selling hats on the motherfucking corner.
I feel sometimes, regardless of the dynamics of the relationships, there always has to be some type of balance there when it comes to the children and the parents.
It has to be.
Regardless if they're together, if they're not together, that's how it's gonna work. I feel it has to be some type of balance. You know what I'm saying? As far as the children,
that's a fact. And it should never be one parent. You view one parent with more higher standards than the other. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the times it's like a battle. Like, and you know, like I can't really speak for everybody else.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because that's circumstantial.
Like it's all circumstantial. I can't speak for everybody else's situation, you know. But as far as like a lot of the times, our kid, whoever they rock with the most, they're gonna feed off that energy. So it's like if you rocking with me, how I feel towards like how I feel. If you fucking with me, like as far as one of my kids, like I rock with daddy, like. How I feel, how I'm acting towards my woman, it rubs off on how I act towards her. And they might react towards her how I react because they think it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, in the same way. Like, and I'm just putting myself in them shoes because it could be vice versa. It could be for the woman as well because a lot of the times, like, yo, I'm not. One thing I see is missing in parenting, bro, is a lot of the times parents trying to be kids' friends all the time. Like, I'm your friend.
Yeah.
That backfire.
That backfires.
Yeah. Then they want us to be the ones to discipline.
Yeah, man.
So, you know.
And it's like you gotta be able to, because at the end of the day, I want my kids to always be free to whoever they are, what they want to do. I want you to be free.
That too. Yeah.
I don't want you to hold back and hide things from me as well. But at the same time, I'm not just gonna be allowing it. I'm not just gonna be agreeing all of the time, because at the end of the day, it's like the one thing about life, us coming before them, right? It's so they don't coming before them, is so they don't have to go through the shit we went through. So we're just like, okay, every generation gets better. We apply new tools and stuff like that. But if I'm allowing you to crash out And I know, listen, don't go down that street. They got crashed out on that street already.
Right.
Why would I let you go down that street and crash out or go down that hole if I know better? So it's like, if I can avoid you making mistakes I made, and you learn new ways to develop and grow, so we can keep pushing this shit, because it's all about legacy, my nigga. So it's like, we all learn from one another as a unit, whether my brothers and my friends, my family, like, we learn from one another, my nigga, because we can never stop learning, nigga. It's all about learning. But at the same time, it's like, if I'm acting like, yo, I know it all is that. Nah, I'm not. I can't act like that. And I don't want us to feel like our kids' words don't matter, like their feelings don't matter, because a lot of the times our kids get rebellious from us, or our women get rebellious from us because people are not being heard, and vice versa. A nigga can get, like, you know what, you standoffish because a person want to be heard. We want to get to a space where we find some type of understanding. Let's have this conversation for real. Let's figure it out. Like, I know it's all about perspective. We all view things differently, but if we have a better understanding of how we view things and how certain things might affect us, look, we could grow stronger and better. It don't matter what relationship it is. I feel like your relationship with yourself and everything around you, but we got to be willing to do the work.
Do the work, yeah, that's true.
What I mean?
Yeah,
like, we got to do the work.
Yeah, that's not easy.
We got to do
it's
the
not
work,
an easy
bro.
thing. Yeah, it's not an easy task.
Do the work, son.
But yo, I gotta applaud you for that.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You know what I mean? Yo, we ain't get personal. I could have got personal. Shit would have got crazy.
Nah.
I'm not getting too personal.
You're not getting personal, man.
I'm taking it there. Y'all want to know? Just ask me. I got it, man. I'm gonna take it there.
I'm just not as open as dumb.
But I'm gonna be honest. I'm not. Look, here's the thing. I want to be as transparent as possible this time around. You know what I'm saying? Because I really want to throw myself. Because last time, like I said, I've been doing podcasting for about maybe like 7 years, 6 years. You know what I'm saying? And I feel
applaud yourself for that. Man. Come on, applaud yourself for that, man. Come on, because people be stopping, man. You still in flow, bro.
Good looking, man. All right.
You
But
got to, bro.
I feel like there's some people out there that don't know me.
Right.
You know, and I just want to, give. So if you're taking this journey with me from, because again, I'm not. Here's the thing. I don't know what's up with the other thing that I'm doing. I can't say that I'm done completely, or it is what it is. Right now, it's in limbo, and there's no beef or nothing that's going on right now. Everybody just doing their own thing.
Right.
So I want to start my journey, and whoever's rocking with me, what I'm saying, is going to follow. But I want to open up because I don't think whoever fucked with me really know me like that. If you know me, you know me. But the ones that watch the pod don't know me. So I want to open up and. This time around, that's what I'm going to do. That's why I said I don't want to just talk about hip-hop. Because we could do that all day. That's what we do. And we're going to do that, of course. We're going to have those conversations. But I just want to be, have transparent,
at the end of the day,
real conversations because people can relate.
Know who you are, bro. Like
they might there's somebody that watch and be like, oh, shit, yo, like, I ain't even know, yo, he like that. Or, yo, I go through the same thing. Or, yo, I got kids, too. Or, yo, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't really talk about that. Right. And, so that's why I said this time around, I'm gonna be like that. But yo, if I know how you are. I'm just glad that you're on the camera. That's enough for me.
Yo,
you sitting right here next to me is enough for me, man.
Yo, Dio. Yeah.
That's enough for me. You know what I mean? I've been talking about this, forever. Shout out to Pickett. He's not here. He's involved too. He's not around. So shout out to him.
Shout out Pickety Pounds.
Salute, Pound.
Yo, listen. Don't start your shit.
Don't start your shit.
That's what I like. That's what. It's gonna happen 2024. But anyway,
Yo, he said.
But anyway, though, so being that, like I said, I could be transparent. I don't know what you guys want to do. You can ask me whatever you want to ask. We could take it wherever we want to take it. We could go wherever we want to go. We could go hip hop if we want to go hip hop too. Because, music is. I feel like I never really got to explain why you put us on, but I feel like music is a soundtrack to everybody's lives. No matter who,
I definitely
you are, with race, you know what I mean, where you come from.
Definitely a soundtrack out there for everybody.
And I feel like whether you're getting ready for work, whether you're getting ready to get with a girl, whether you're going through something,
got for the move.
Whether, you know what I'm saying, you're in the gym, airport, vacation. You know what I'm saying? Music is always a move for something. So, But so let me ask you guys, because I know for me, like when you heard what was your first? All right, what was the first album you purchased with your money by yourself? What was the first album that you purchased with your own money? Do you remember that?
Damn.
The first album that you purchased with your money.
I don't know.
Um, I believe it was "We Are the Streets" and "Street Dreams."
Oh, I was about to say that Fab. That might be one of my first ones
And
too.
Wow.
He was sitting on that.
those are the first albums I believe I purchased with my own bread. But prior, the first album I had of my own was "Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood."
X. That was
my first album I had
okay.
of my own.
Okay. Great picks. Great picks.
I think I went hard for my moms to buy that for me.
Mm-hmm.
Asked her to get it. She complained about the thing. Asked me about why is he and all that blood on the cover. If that's the right cover. But yeah,
I thought, yo, you know what's crazy? I thought that was blood too, but I didn't realize that was like corn syrup.
That's what it was on him.
I think it was corn syrup, right?
That was real
I
blood.
don't know. I know that wasn't no
I
real
doubt that was real
blood.
blood. But we was young, of course.
Yeah.
We probably thought that.
Yeah, I think it was corn syrup.
That's a fact.
That was a
Probably
classic album. What about
That was a
you?
classic album. I know Street Dreams for sure. I purchased that album.
Rewind
but
what you said. You said you thought it was what, and it was actually what,
I thought it was corn syrup.
and it was actually real blood supposedly.
I mean, you got me.
Nah, I didn't. Which one?
Yeah, I
I,
thought it
I don't know
was-
which one you're saying. That's what I'm asking. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's not blood.
Oh, okay. You thought it was actually blood back in the days.
Yeah, a lot of people
Exactly.
fucked
We
up.
all we all probably
did,
thought
right?
that shit. We fucking was young as hell.
We all did.
That last image, bro. But I don't know what was my first album. I purchased a whole bunch of albums because music was really like my escape. I dealt with some crazy stuff coming up. You know what I mean? So music was always an outlet. I don't even remember the first album I
Word.
purchased. I don't even remember.
I remember my first
But I
album.
definitely had that Street Dream because Fab was one of my bruh. That nigga was on.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. Back in the day, you was on some Fab shit
bro,
though. You
Fab
had
was
the
my nigga.
you had the
bro. I ain't
big
gonna lie.
earrings and all that. I
He
remember that.
inspired me, my nigga. I
I
ain't
remember
gonna lie.
that. You had the earrings, the jerseys. I remember that shit.
True talk, nigga. So
I remember that.
Niggas when we went all them jerseys we had and all that. It was a good summer. Yo, Marco, remember that good summer we had? All them jerseys and all that.
I was fortunate enough to have
Word.
I was fortunate enough to have older brothers
Good
that had
jerseys.
and cousins that had a lot of music. So that's part of the reason why I didn't have to purchase a lot of music when I was younger. They had everything. You know what I'm saying? They were big music heads, so they had all the fucking music. A lot of stuff I was listening to was their shit or, albums I was getting in the crib or already heard a lot of it. When I actually that was when I was actually able to, you know what I'm saying? I was living with my pops. And I was living alone at that time. It was just me and my pops. So I was actually able to go and purchase something of my own at that time because there wasn't nothing to listen to. Ain't nobody else have nothing in the crib. But my pops actually, my pops put me on a Black Star.
Oh, Black Star.
Yeah,
Ooh, okay.
Freaking Mos Def and
Talib Kweli.
Talib Kweli, yeah. He
Yeah.
put me onto them. Yeah, my pops used to be bumping that shit heavy back in the days in the crib. And I remember going in the crib and fucking with his CDs and looking through and seeing the album cover, opening it and all that. And I'm like, he had the official Black. He a big fan of Mos Def. If I'm not mistaken, he fucked with Mos Def hard.
Yeah, most definitely one of them niggas.
Yeah.
All right. The times changed, man.
I
You
still
see,
fuck with them to this day. Mos Def is
that's
He
crazy,
just put
man.
out something too.
he a hard artist. I ain't
Talib
gonna
Kweli
front.
just
Look
got
how
sold out
dope the excitement to buying an album used to be. The excitement of opening it up and seeing the graphics inside. Like now,
Well, for
music
us-
is so digital.
Well, for us, it's ill because we was right where the home of the CDs was at.
right, we
You
got
know what
to
I'm
see
saying?
everything.
Everything
bro.
was right there. Like,
That's a fact.
you know, I remember when they had Hot Wax over there on the Ave.
Yo,
I remember Hall of Fame, you know what I'm saying,
Hall
when
of
they had
Fame.
the CDs and stuff like that. So I remember I went and got my first CD was Eminem, of course. I think it was a Marshall Mathers LP that I bought with my own money. My first album.
okay.
That was my shit. You know, Eminem was my
M
guy.
was cooking back then.
Eminem was my guy, so I had to
He
get
was
that.
still
But I
cooking.
remember too, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember who came out first because I remember buying the Dynasty album too when Hove dropped the Dynasty. I remember buying that.
What year Dynasty came out?
I wanna say
Marco, you
2000.
can look that up. What year?
That was 2000. I want to say.
2000.
Yeah, that was 2000, and I think the Marshall Mathers LP was 2000. So I can't remember which one I bought first, but those are the first two CDs I remember that came to mind that I remember copping my own money and I was hyped to get. Cause it was again, I lived right up the block from Hall of Fame. It was right there, so that was it. And I had the JVC fucking kaboom box, that gray shit,
Classic.
Big shit.
The classic.
classic shit, the big
Love,
John,
hate shit.
pause, yeah, the Radio Raheem shit, but the
Radio
the
Raheem
2000 one
joint.
though, that shit was crazy. You know what I mean? The speakers they had speakers on every side, and I just remember hearing that Dynasty intro. That was my shit.
Yeah, I heard the Dynasty back in junior high school. I believe on the school bus, somebody else had it. I believe somebody else had it. If I'm not mistaken, somebody else had it, or maybe I had it. I took it out the crib from somebody. I'm not sure because I did have CD player occasionally here and there. But all I know is I was on a bus bumping that shit, and
Nigga,
I was playing that 1-900 Hustler.
Ooh.
1-800 Hustler, 1-900 Hustler.
1-800. Nah, it's 1-900.
1-900 Hustler, right?
1-900 Hustler. That was my shit.
1-900.
That's when Freeway.
I thought
Freeway.
That's when everybody was
Yo,
going crazy.
bro.
Remember,
First
we
heard
heard
Freeway,
Free.
right?
We never seen him yet.
Yo, bro.
I just knew he was a tall, light-skinned nigga.
Yo,
When I seen this nigga,
Nigga thought Freeway.
nigga, he was tall and light skinned.
you know, you hear nigga voice, you don't really know what you know what I'm
Hell
saying? You just, I just seen that nigga, I'm like, he ain't look nothing like I thought.
Nah, he really don't look like how he sound. You know what I mean? Like, true talk.
Well, he do now if you look at him.
Yeah, over time, I guess, yeah.
He fits how he sound now, but at that time, I
At
definitely.
that time, yeah. It was, back then, like, niggas was mysterious.
Yeah,
back
used
then.
to hear a lot of artists and never seen them
Never
before
seen
back
them,
then.
yeah.
Yo.
Back then, that's when it was lit, yo. I ain't gonna hold you. Because now today is like, you feel like you know the people that you like too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that I know you too much. I don't want to know you too much because then I start not to like
You know what? It's the platforms they benefit over exploiting these niggas. That's why.
That's a fact.
That's all it is. So it's like you know about them, or we think we know about them, is because these platforms are benefiting over exploiting these
Fact.
niggas.
So when y'all ready to send me them checks and exploit me, then you know what I'm saying, do it.
All right.
Hold on, wait. We got hold on, sorry, y'all. I know we were recording, but what are y'all doing? We're not keeping it flowing. You know what I'm saying? What's up? We got the blunts. What you mean? What happened?
Yeah, we got
They're not keeping it flowing. These niggas just sitting there on their phones. What is wrong with them? Like, what are y'all doing? Like, what's up with them? Am I bugging?
Them niggas.
I thought I was bugging. Am I bugging? You gotta keep what's wrong with y'all. Keep it going. Let's keep it going. Yeah, we live. You can't do that to us. We here. We kicking it out. But look, we talking hip hop shit. I remember. Remember the times
When?
G-Unit radios. Remember when we used to hang out?
G-Unit.
And we used to. This the time we used to hang out. You
Yo,
too,
that
remember we used to
shit was
hang
a
out
crazy
outside my
time.
crib. We used to smoke, and the
Yo.
G-Unit radios outside. That was a
That
crazy
was a
time.
crazy
Do you think
time.
you think that could ever come back? Like something like that can happen again?
That impact.
Yeah.
I feel like the closest thing to that was Pop Smoke. Like Pop Smoke had that impact, that influence. Like he's believe it or not, his influence is still here after he's gone.
But wait.
But I feel like he was there.
You think he had it?
It was
when he was
coming.
alive, or you think he had it,
It was,
after?
I feel like what 50 and them had, I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like the way they had to build it up because of the time, they had to promote and market differently. But Pop was the next one, bro. He had that between him and I feel like Stack Bundles probably would have did it too. But Stack Bundles never got
That's a good one.
rest in
That's a
peace
good
Stack
one. Yeah, that's a
Bundles,
good
rest in
one.
peace Pop Smoke. But I
Yeah.
feel like Stacks and Pop, they just had that influence, bro. They had
Man,
it.
I
They
think
had it.
they
It was
like the next.
both of them niggas was special, bro. Both of them niggas was very special, bro. You know what I mean? I just feel like I don't really see that much people right now that's bringing that type of influence. The time changed. I just feel like so many people could market themselves. Like I could go on the internet right now and find 20 rappers right now. 20 new rappers that I never heard.
That just dropped in the
That
last
just
couple
dropped.
weeks.
I go on their YouTube, nigga got 100,000 views, and it's, believe it or not, like every other post.
Well, it's a bunch of niggas saying the same thing right,
Right.
now about podcasts.
It's a-
When we
yeah.
drop this, they're gonna be like, "See,
Sure.
them niggas putting the podcast
I
out."
just feel like as long as you doing what fits right and you staying within your pocket, man, it's about being inspired and not copying and not emulating. Like let's be inspired and be you. Always stay true to yourself. I feel like if that's why a nigga like Pop Smoke has so much influence because he was being himself. Like everybody after that try to sound like the nigga, like, and that's not no shots to niggas. You sound like a generic version. Just like the nigga, what's the dude name that sound like Biggie? What's his name?
Gorilla Black.
Gorilla Black.
Gorilla Black.
Like even and the other dude,
Gravy?
my dude Gravy too. Like yo, salute to them niggas and all that. But I just feel like you can emulate that shit all day long.
What about Sean? Do you feel he sound like Big too?
Yeah, he do sound like him, but I don't feel like his cadence was really like
yeah.
I feel like he had his own style to him. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these niggas try to capture the whole demeanor of the person. Like you are, be you. A lot of these niggas trying to emulate that. Like you don't realize you're watching a nigga, studying a nigga so much, you becoming that nigga. Be yourself, bro.
Like not for nothing. I ain't gonna hold you, man. When you mentioned Sean, that brought me up, man. Yo, when Sean dropped that Godfather Bury Alive shit, a lot of people shitting on that shit, but I actually like that.
Sean
He actually one of the hottest ones that dropped.
bro.
I was fucking with Sean when he dropped, man. I was
yo,
fucking with Sean hard.
He actually
I can't speak on album tracks that I don't recall, having the whole album, but I do remember when he was dropping, the radio shit, videos. I was fucking with Sean. We was fucking with Sean. Sean was hard.
I like Sean. I always felt like he dropped good music, bro. It's just he got caught up in a fucked up situation and whatever, man. Life goes on.
Yo, a lot of that shit that happened back, like his situation is common today. You know what I mean? Like it just happened with Tax Stone and Troy Ave and shit. What you think about that? Because you ever covered that shit?
Yeah, I don't really want to touch on that.
I feel like that shit is it's all about perspective, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna just leave it there, and it's like it's both parties. However they feel, whoever was involved in that situation, man, however they feel, they have the right to feel however they feel. Like, you know what I mean? I'm neutral on that shit, bro.
That's how I feel, man.
When it
I'm
comes
neutral
down to
on
that touchy, word.
So, let me ask you something.
Huh?
So let me ask you something. What's the difference between podcasting or a podcaster and a journalist?
A podcaster and a journalist. I feel like
Do you feel it's the same?
No, not really, but in a way, it's similar in some ways. But I feel like a journalist and a podcaster, they really have two different forms of content when it comes down to the way they break it down, and when it comes down, because journalists can interview people and things like that, and a lot. But I feel like they have to get more in depth with information. You know what I mean?
That was my answer too.
Podcaster, it could be perspective. It's more opinionated and things like that. Just like music, you could say this nigga's hot, and I could be like, this nigga hot. No, this nigga better. It's all opinionated. It's all about perspective. But I don't think journalists gotta go more in depth.
That's kind of my answer too, because I feel like sometimes people get podcasting and journalism mixed up.
Yeah, because they throw the word around. I feel like a lot of it's just it's really the podcasters throwing that shit around.
Really?
Some of them be labeling themselves like
I wouldn't say, because I don't want to, because that's what I always say that. That's what I always say. I always say, yo, I don't want to come off as like I'm a journalist, because I'm not. Because one, I'm not doing all that information. I'm not doing that. I may do a little bit, or I'm just doing, for me, when I'm talking here and I'm doing all that, this is all opinion based and related, or what, perspectives.
Different views.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, we watch it. So I don't really, you know what I mean? So I don't really like to get into that where it's like, yo, journalists, because a lot of people get that twisted. Right. Some people be like, yo, well, you a podcast and you supposed to know. And it's like, nah.
Like, I'm not researching every single thing happening in the world.
I'm just giving my opinion on some shit. Like, I'm just talking about what I see. It's out there. It's already out there. I'm just giving my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying?
Your view on it.
In my view, I'm not giving you like facts. I'm not the news. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what
of course, some of the information is gonna be backed with facts, but some of these things are opinionated. You can't take them seriously because it's just how I feel.
I kind of like. I wouldn't say that.
Right. I wouldn't say that. Cause it's sick. It flow.
I like it too.
He like.
I like it too.
Tell him the one you like.
I like it a lot. First of all, I made up a lot of the shits that we all like. First of all,
well, the one that you said you like, I didn't like that one. Remember
which one was it?
Who said that?
Yeah, who said that? Yeah,
I hate that one.
All right.
I didn't even know them to call me.
I hate that song.
And the funny thing was, the funny thing was, I said that shit a long time ago, right? I wasn't even stuck on that name. When Pounds brought it back up, I'm like, yeah, I still fuck with that name. I wasn't in love with it. Like I give a fuck. It was a good name. Cool. It was a good one we threw out there. I threw out 10 more names, nigga. Say the 10 other names I threw out there.
You know what's crazy? I don't remember because always it's.
So
always,
you must have liked that one because that one
it's
stuck to
always
you.
the bad
I
ones.
ain't
No,
hear it.
I'm about to say it's always. It's like
I didn't hear
real shit.
I ain't hear what y'all
Nobody
said.
never
Man.
sees the positive shit. They always see
it.
the negative.
That's it. What about the motherfucking
Everything, man.
What about
Nobody
the
seen the
other
good
one?
shit. They always talk about the bad shit.
Hold on, what was the names? I ain't hear the names because I was over there texting and shit.
He don't know the fucking names. He only know that one. He must like
say
that
the
one.
I
name?
don't even remember the. I don't,
You don't remember the
I
other
don't remember the
ones?
other ones.
Exactly.
I just remember the
He like
rap
that one though.
I hate that one. Every time I hear,
Yo.
who said that? I'm like, oh, I hate that shit.
Damn.
But that was one we threw out there early though. That was
Yeah,
one
we
we
did,
threw out
we
there
did.
early.
Yeah.
We got a few other names we got in the group chat.
I want to hear the
I'ma
names. I
look
want to
over.
hear the names.
I want to.
got.
I mean, if we put this out and whoever maybe and people could whoever sees this, throw out some names, get at us.
Right.
You know what I mean? We put out our socials. We don't have an official page because we don't know a name, so we'll figure that out. But everybody can get at my social at Dutch Real P. We got at 718 DOT,
That's me.
and we got what's your
Only one Benji Polo.
Because you be switching your shit
Only
up.
one _ Benji Polo, man.
Yeah, and we'll figure it out. But until then,
fuck it. Nah. We gonna change
Yeah,
that. I
see?
be switching my shit.
I told you he switches. He don't
Yo,
even
it's
know his
at-
shit. He don't even know his
It's
shit.
at only one Benji _ at only one Benji. I don't remember my shit, y'all. At only one
Don't panic, boy.
_ Benji
Don't
Polo.
panic.
I forgot my shit. I really forgot, and I
We'll,
don't want everybody
we'll
to know
tag it
my
under this.
shit
Don't
yet.
even worry about it. We'll tag it under this, and we might clip that. Who knows?
No clipping.
No clipping podcast.
Ooh.
No, ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that shit kind. Ooh. No clipping. Huh?
Mm,
No
alright.
clipping. I kind of like.
Yo, you know how you see how I switched up
Yo.
so quick? Ooh.
Y'all niggas is bad, bro.
Yo, to the next time, man.
Yo,
No
yeah.
clipping, stay dripping.
No clipping.
Getting the
And we out, man. We out of here, man.
Peace.
Salute. Peace.